Conference with Betswell. It's a platform where we get to talk about women empowerment, we get to talk about faith and family, we get to talk about culture and other interesting lifestyle issues. Thank you so much for joining. You're most welcome. So today, I just want us to quickly talk about marriage and family life. And for that, I want to say that the Bible stipulates that two are better than one. So marriage was meant to make our lives more livable. Marriage was meant to make our lives better. But the world does not portray that about marriage these days. And some people are developing cold feet and they're asking questions. Is marriage really worth it? And the reason why it's like this is because we humans are thwarting, God's plan for marriage. So today, I just want to quickly talk about the fact that God intended that two should be better than one, and that a three-person cord, something like that, cannot easily be broken. So if we could just have God in our families and do marriage the God way, maybe, just maybe, our lives will be easier as married people, and we'll have more beautiful marriages in our world. So for Christians, marriage is a covenant. It is not a contract. It is not a randy relationship. It's not a situationship. For Christians, marriage is not a try, like let's try and see. Marriage is a lifetime covenant, and it entails so much work because there are all these principles that God laid out concerning marriage that if we could just follow them, right, we'll understand why marriage is one of the most beautiful things that God created, and why some people say that a good marriage is a taste of paradise, because it truly is. Life is hard, and because life is hard, a partner or a husband or wife was meant to help you navigate life better and have it easier as you go through the challenges of life. But what will happen if the enemy is in the house? That's the question. So our prayer is that our marriages should be covenant marriages, kingdom marriages, because if we follow God's plan for marriage, then marriage is going to be more enjoyable, more livable, and our lives will be more livable and more at peace and more happy as well. So I'm just here to say and to encourage you who is married, and to encourage you who is planning to get married, to say to you, seek knowledge before you marry. Lots of us got married without having the full picture, probably because we're not grown up enough, both in the faith and in real life, adulthood and stuff. But today I'm here to remind you who is not married that if you're listening to me, please, before you marry, seek knowledge. And if you're married, please, it's not late. Marriage is work, and you don't know what you're doing except you learn about it. So this is me. I'm trying to learn about marriage and to share my lessons with the world, just because I really hope that we can have healthier marriages, happier marriages, and better marriages in our world. So I'm here to say to you, please join me to seek knowledge about marriage. Seek knowledge and act right if you're married. Seek knowledge before you marry if you're single, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Because marriage is not about butterflies in the stomach. Marriage is not just about a change of status or title. Marriage is hard work. Marriage is a journey of love, of sacrifice, of forgiveness, of tolerance, of compromise. It is a lifetime partnership. Marriage was not meant to end. That's why you say during your wedding that till death do us part. So it's God that was meant to end marriage, not us. But because of our selfishness, because of our half measures, marriages are breaking anyhow. People are living in a hell and they call them marriages. This is not God's plan. It has never been. Knowledge, they say, is power. So we have to learn more about marriage and do better. Marriage is supposed to make our lives easier, not harder. So every time you notice that your marriage seems to be making your life harder, it means that there's something you and your partner are not doing right. you're taking the wrong prescription, if you would say that, because God has all these prescriptions that He's laid down. Wives should do this, husbands should do this, follow this pathway, do this in love, hold your hands together. There's all of these things that the Bible has laid out, and if we could just follow them, they're quite clear. The roles and responsibilities of each person in marriage are quite clear. Let's just try to gain as much knowledge as possible and to follow the directives so we can enjoy the happiness that is buried in a good and beautiful marriage. Yeah, so there's a promise of peace and prosperity for those who do marriage right. That's why the Bible says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing, and that two are better than one, and they're going to have good reward for their labor. Yeah, so that's it, right? Marriage is meant to be beautiful. Marriage is meant to make you blossom, So dear singles, please do not marry your enemy. Shine your eyes. Think it through. Seek knowledge. Ask the right questions. Some of us didn't get anyone to tell us that, but I'm telling you this today. Please, it is very important. If you marry your enemy, your future is bleak and you'll be so frustrated. Some people say that love is blind, but marriage is the eye-opener. Because the things you will see in marriage, man, if you're not ready, you'll not be able to take it. So the world is tough. Life is challenging. But it is supposed to be husband and wife against the world, not husband and wife against each other. The world cannot be against you, and your spouse is also against you. We are supposed to be helping each other. We can do better. We can help each other navigate life better and easily. But how can two work together except they agree? Man, today some couples can agree on the simplest things as simple as phone password. How can two work together if they agree? How do you even work together if you cannot talk about your finances? How can two work together if you cannot talk about your intimate and sex life? Please. Marriage was intended to make life more livable. We can do better. Seek knowledge. This is my cry to you today. Dear couples who are married, please seek knowledge about marriage, and you'll understand what is going on. You understand why these things are going on in your marriage. You understand why, I'm saying this because this is what has helped me, and this is what is helping me. Every time I feel stuck, every time I feel overwhelmed, every time I feel down in my marriage, I seek knowledge. Marriage is work. Marriage was not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be a chore either if both parties are ready to put in the work. Please, let's seek knowledge. Husbands, please be teachable. Be teachable. Seek knowledge. You don't know what you're doing. The truth is that most wives have been prepared for marriage, but most men have not been prepared for marriage. So husbands, you need to seek knowledge so you can do better in your marriages. I'm begging, I'm pleading, because this is my recipe. I'm seeking knowledge and it is working for me. It is making things much easier for my relationship, and I'm enjoying it. So I thought to myself, why not share this with someone? Someone could be just lost out there. They don't know that if they seek knowledge, it will make the burden lighter and it will make their marriage happier, and they too can be able to experience that taste of paradise. I'm 10 years down. There's so much I've learned, so much I've unlearned. There's so much I'm learning, and I'm hoping that as the days go by, my house is going to be that place of peace, perfect peace, where I can just relax and flaunt my hair like, let me enjoy the fruits of my labor. Yes. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Please like this video, comment and let me hear what you have to say, and please share the video. This is Footprints with Maxwell. We really love you, and one of our goals is to encourage you to build healthy families, because the world needs those. Thank you.